Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
We haven't seen this one in a while, so I want to lock it in, but Elise, never a stranger to games at almost any level.
Wow.
Could be a menace here. This is one of your favorites, Crumbs, actually. It's Elise and Renekton. Quick Dragon though for R7 after the bot lane of V3 does reset. So should be an easy take here. Will be no contest for V3. I do like the attempt from Boogie looking down. And there was even a biscuit for Arcee until just a moment ago, because guess who's back? It's Boogie once again. Looking here for Paz on the top side. Better get out. Oh, a good block. But here comes an Italy, and now going to turn things back around. Paz looking a little bit low, but the Fury Bar is charged. Jose Diodo, he's going to get in there. The tower's going to take it, but the dominance is popped. Paz is massive, literally, as he's going to try and get for the first blood. It is Elise that is going to nab it, and now Arcee is going to run him down. Paz looking a little bit worse for wear. Probably going to die here if they can try and escort the Renekton out. Paz has a little bit of health back here.
Oh no!
Now another TP's coming in, and where did V3 go? The spears aren't going to connect. They might just get a kill here, but it's Arcee coming back from the dead indeed. Here's the Tristana going to try and scoop it up. They're going to get another kill though. Paz is going to get one at least. And now Boogie is going to fall. It is going to be alone to be donated. Yet another bit of gold. But what a mess in the top lane.
There's 4 vision. V3's moving in to start it. I think they've earned it. Sion is coming, but he's late.
Yeah, Paz with a nice roam again. Being able to move first matters a whole lot there. Has been
That we saw from Team Liquid, because we know exactly what to expect. We've seen this matchup before.
Yeah, it's nice when some homework's done for us. Alone, we're going to face check the Elise, and pretty scary with the echoes already completed, but Alone says I'm pretty scary too. Ace still going to try and make it happen, but Boogie's just going to get obliterated, set a little too late, but always able to stop the show, as that is going to be a double kill there for V3. Now Archer going to chase down Shadow, but he bounces back in towards Leza. Ace
in the mid lane, someone like an Ashe could have been devastating to deal with, because an arrow to the face, you might be able to buffer that jump, but you're still stunned, and then the team can follow.
Comes up with only the Sion, but still a decent amount of poke, and V3 are going to start the objective here. There is a control ward in the back for R7 that sees this, but V3 are just going to force them to try and make the steal. Nope. No steal. They're fine. It's only the second dragon. It can be very dangerous eventually, but it's better to not force a fight that you don't know you're going to win. Oh, how did you hit the twitch there? What a bubble angle there from Ace. Here comes the set charging in. Rain looking for the face breaker, but doesn't find it. And the Haymaker also on cooldown now, as the shield was not popped. They are going to look for the trade kill. Haven't grabbed it just yet. The tower will fall. Drowsy indeed, and there's the kill. Shadow going to be dropped there by Ace. And now Alone going to get exhausted. Will cleanse out of there, but Archer is just laying waste as Ace finds another paddle star, this time to the backside of Alone.
That's a great fight out of V8 with the Hurricane. So this is a fight that R7, being 3,000 gold behind, can still win. They just need to find the carries dealing damage. Here we go.
Ooh, in there for Arcee trying to get the ulti happening, but Reyna is going to eat the charm instead from Rakan. Shadow, though, getting a little bit low on the return fire, but that's going to be a dead set. No, not yet. Into Zhonya's he goes, and now Paz diving in the back line. Look at the lockdown. Leza does grab him, and now Arcee going to dive into the back of the fight, but he's just going to get face broken and
the support. Yeah, he looks scary, but he is not a carry. They were so happy to take that fight, and the Renekton, who was coming in from the bottom lane, went unnoticed. The Twitch that doesn't believe that right now, Pastry. You're totally right, though. The Nidalee is not going to be carrying this game. A Grail would have been phenomenal here. You get the MR against both Zoe and Elise, but a fight is happening again until the set, though.
Ult for Sion. Reyna is the target of all the ire of R7. Pops the Haymaker, jumps out of there, and Archer's letting it rip. Arrow going to hit Shadow. There's Boogie going in. The Cocoon's going to land. Shadow going to try and dance out of there, but they are just going to get straight on top as Reyna getting there with a face breaker past the back line once again. And R7 are going to get torn to shreds by V3. That is 4 kills already, as only the jungler is left alive to watch.
The Elise pick has turned to be exactly what V3 needed.
Jose, that looks very dangerous. But Paz going to keep tabs on the jungler. Ensures that the Baron does indeed go over to V3, and Paz might even have enough time to finish off this tier 2 mid. He's going to think better of it now that Shadow's here. Nope, I take it all back. He's got the Baron cannon to back him up, and 2 teammates right behind him. Leza, though, going to try it. It does not feel the case now. He's got an Elixir and a Death Dance now completed quite early on into this game. Paz looking to take over the team fights like he has been doing, as Ace is just making it so challenging for R7 to even get in the river for this vision. But that's a good bit of burst onto Boogie. Are they going to land onto Jose Diodo, taking the jungler out of the game? Makes it tricky. Reyna going to be diving in there with a Sat, and Paz once again is just wreaking destruction in the backlines of R7. And the rest of V3, they don't care about the dragon. It's not up yet.
Now we actually are at that 3-item spike for the Twitch. So yeah, the gold lead is serious as well as the dragons, but mispositioning from V3 can be punished with a team fight loss. But here's another pick.
Oh, it just hurts. Oh no, CC follow-up though. Boogie couldn't quite get there in time. Good ulti there as well from Rakan to try and disengage the situation. But Reyna is going to find the face breaker, but he's got no teammates to follow up on. They ran out of CC somehow. I didn't think that was possible. But I don't think it matters. Archer just laying into us. They see you later, Sion, as Boogie is going to go ahead and collect the last hit.
They thought that Sett had overextended. Sett has been the one champion that has been the bane of R7. Every single time they see him, they think they can take a fight, but he has gotten the better of them consistently. They can now turn to the Baron. Here's an attempt at maybe a pick, but this Renekton's thinking about turning.
Yeah. Paz just destroys that poor Twitch. Extremely ambitious play. But Paz just deletes Twitch off the Rift, and they're going to go ahead and take this Baron. They don't even need all 5 of them. Ace and Paz are keeping the rest of R7 busy. But you kind of alluded to it already, Crumbs. I think if this was a movie, the tagline would be, they thought they had caught Sett, and they were wrong, as Ace is certainly caught alone. That's going to be a nice clean kill there for the Zoe.
I was thinking the tagline could have been something like Crocodile Just. I was going to say Just, but it's like, okay, I guess a lot of animals do have that.
Crocodile Dundee 3, Crocodile's Revenge. Yes, Paz has certainly been on form so far. Baron picked up, and see you later base, as V3 just gonna rush it straight down mid here to try and look to end this game. Just the Sion left to defend alongside Shadow. Here's Rakan is desperately trying to keep the Nexus afloat. 2 Moldo respawn for R7, but V3 are not done with this push, Crumbs. Jose Diodo is going to make his way back in, but V3 are going to go for the throat. There's the dunk in again from the Sett. Jose Diodo does take down the Sett, but Archer is just going to lay waste to the rest of the backline. No, Crumbs. It's about the KDA, as Archer with the GA is going to try and get maximum value, but V3...
Very cool array of ultimates to steal, not only being able to boost himself with HP, but also now have effective at clearing out vision while doing jungle camp is a really good sign.
And here's the Ghost, there's the stunner. Unwood's going to be in trouble. Kakao, I've seen this so many times, and that's first blood over to the Shen.
Oh, that is a great gank to have.
And Kakao is going to go ahead and finish off the rest of the Krugs, as Shinny is trying to at least try and out-farm the Hecarim after that gank. But Kakao, he's doing just fine on that front as well. As Shinny going to get stunned. After the stun, that's a dive incoming. There's the flash, there's the auto, and Shinny's going to pick up.
Knowing that they're going to get a dragon, they're going to be fine. And there's also a Shen that is going to be available with an ultimate now. So just playing the objective game is going to be a fine. Was not in the lane as well. At 8 minutes in, it's safe to assume that this swap is happening. And Hecarim is going in for a fight with Shen ultimate.
Will get stunned though, but Shinny is going to eat quite a bit of damage. He's going to flash over the wall, but there's a center ulti over the top, and Armut's going to ride in and take down the jungler. Now Kakao looking to chase down Redbird as the next softened up target, and that's going to be an easy kill there as the double kill goes over to the Shen. Renekton just gets killed surgically by the Doctor in the top lane, and Kakao finishes off a third as Superman. I reckon he's got Trinity Force completed, Crumbs.
I think he certainly does, and now they're thinking about diving there. Oh, the E miss, but it doesn't matter. They can still go for him.
Trying to read the Duke. Here's the TP though. Armut with the taunt though. He's trying to leave. He's in a literal 1v5, and he gets a kill. He's going to get another kill. He's an absolute madman with the Titanic Hydra. He's going to make it look all so easy as Balulu sweeps in.
Think themselves as not everybody was as close to the Shen as you would have liked them to be to follow up on the CC right away. And it's just going to go from bad to worse. Losing to the top lane until the dragon came up. If you miss that one, you also lose the dragon when you already have secured vision with both mid and bot lane shoving. Best to play it safe and look for a fight that you know goes right.
Yep, Supermassive up, but, you know, not by a huge amount of gold, 2,500 or so, although Balulu is going to extend that advantage. He does complete, but it doesn't need it. Wants the big ticket items instead. Rift Child pop bottom lane. That is going to be the tower forfeited over. But that'll likely be a trade for mid out of here. Supermassive not too upset with how this is going. Tay will be very thankful for the gold, given how fed his lane opponent is.
They had 3 that can actually threaten a legitimate dive against his champion without at least trading 1-for-1 or him just getting a flash out of it. So they are...
Wants nothing to do with his Hecarim that just stole the enemy blue buff and is going to steal the Grump as well.
Everywhere Hecarim goes, INTZ have to avoid him, but they're going to go on to Envy. He's in trouble.
Yeah, that ult's not going to do enough, although maybe he's going to deny the dive for a little bit longer here. GOP pop for Bolulu, and Envy just about to get scooped up. There's a good stun load laid in onto Kakao. The Wild Growth gets popped. Onslaught of Shadows out for safety, but Macau pops in with a bullet and is able to take him down. But Armut now going to look to take down Tay, flashing forward, but the flash is used by Tay as well to get a little bit extra distance, but the chain is not quite there. The taunt, I think, just hit on the end of it, and Armut just slaps him down with the scalpel. The flash from Baloo is going to avoid the chains from Envy. Snowflower also off to the wall to get out to safety as Zeitnot's here to make sure his teammates are A-okay.
Oh, they're thinking about re-engaging. Cancelled. He has most of the gold. He needs to be involved. The Dragon is already up, but the engage is finding Lulu.
Kakao also on the flank with the fight. It's going to stop Balulu, going to be the target. Here comes Kakao riding in. A great center ulti there for Zeitnot is going to make sure Tay falls and his teammates stay alive as Balulu is going to take down Redbird.
Fighting front to back against this comp is so deadly. The Lulu was able to make it out alive, and not a lot of damage on the side of INTZ. Was able to jump in there. Their CC was still held as a threat. If they committed, Hecarim could have always re-engaged and destroyed.
There as well. Zeitnot must have so many souls now. He's got Runaan's Hurricane. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that's the first time I've ever seen that on Senna.
Yeah.
Me personally. Oh, Kakao's going to interrupt me because he's trying to kill Shinny. Chasing down Macau now instead. His Hecarim just will not be stopped. Envy with a decent counter ult that he stole from the Hecarim, but Armut is godlike and well-deserved as Kakao's going to run back in onto Redbird. The bullets there from the Jhin, not enough to take down Zeitnot, and Balulu's going to scoop up the second kill.
Oh, this game has gotten so out of control. Pastry, Supermassive, doesn't even care about objectives anymore. They can just fight non-stop, and there's not much that INTZ can do. They try to re-engage there.
It was get their picks, and oh goodness, that's a snipe. Oh, with the jungler dead, it's just not even fair now.
No, it's not. And I really wonder if that was a misclick to the RFC, because normally RFC is really, really good on Senna.
Yes, it is. And when I saw the Zeal, that's what I thought was coming out.
They look the same, the red and yellow, so you think like, okay, could maybe
start with the same letter. You know what? Maybe. I don't know. I'm kind of curious to see what happens. Again, certainly not something I've seen, but not riding enough just yet. Kakao is just bullying the enemy team, though. Here comes Shen, but Macau's already been scooped off the rift. And now the rest will follow here as Redbird once again will be left at the mercy of the Hecarim as Shen gets kill number 9. Armut has been unstoppable right now on this Shen. A Supermassive going to knock down mid lane and maybe more.
They don't have to base. They can just end the game here.
Going to be a pretty impressive Baron power play at the end of it all. Supermassive just going to indeed go for the kill. It's 2v5 right now. It's Supermassive that is going to clean up the rest of these turrets. They have arrived to Worlds in style as Kakao's Hecarim alongside that Shen will take out INTZ, but not before Envy is left to his fountain in Zhonya's. Getting bullied by the rest of Supermassive. Armut is legendary, and rightly so, as Supermassive are going to finish off the Nexus and pick up their first here.
Oh, there it is. It's Orianna bottom.
Oh, it is too.
Then they can start falling behind in the early game, and you are going to have a very scary Caitlyn to deal with. Here we go. It is that lane swap. UOL sees it.
Yeah, Boogie gives it up. He's like, hey, Ananasik, how you doing? Santa's here as well. The No Man's also off to the side. Reyna going to face check. Set though pretty durable even at level 1. Gets the face breaker down. And there's the taunt coming in. And Santa's wishes he was somewhere else. Oh, is Ananasik going to go back in? Boss with the stun. That's the first blood for the Camille. TP in for UOL. It's carnage already. Here's Gadget looking to play the red side.
Now you've got Orianna and Nautilus playing this way, but because of the teleports being burned earlier, the Caitlyn has an advantage. Let's see if they can actually pull this or not. He does have Flash.
Flash Paz have to use it as well. Boss with the hook shot. But Paz just respects the situation and gets himself out of there. Boogie is top lane, actually going for this. Reyna with the Hex Flash in. But the hooked in onto Santos. That's just going to be a kill. Yeah, Santos is going to take out the Karthus. And Gadget, will he live to tell the tale? Archer going in. He gets the kill. Flashes out of there. And now Santos, no flash, but he does have Ignite.
Nearly as effectively as a Sion can. So it's just getting both with as little gold as possible and guaranteeing that you're going to have a higher impact that way.
Santos is going to match. Ananasik is going to get the dragon. But if cast your mind back, Crumbs, you know, when lane swaps
threat of the Galio coming in is really scary, but then you add the Karthus on top of it, and suddenly Unicorns have to constantly look at the mini-map before they're thinking about taking any of these fights. Here comes Sion. Karthus must be close to hitting 6 if he's going for this.
Yeah, I think it's one camp away. That Gromp's going to die. He is 6 now, and here goes Sion. There's Gadget. TP in as well. I think Paz is going to get it after the Grave if he can, but here's Nomads to try and shut it down. He does get the kill, and now Paz going to run in after the Orianna, but I don't think he can chase it. But here comes Ace. Going to try and get it. No, Paz just has it. Never mind.
This game, they're going into the top lane.
Big ultimatum, 3v2 here in the top side. Archer's going to be dead here easily for Ananasti as he gets the collateral damage over the top. Reyna, level 4, has the Haymaker ready to go, but that's not going to be enough. And who's the second kill going to go to? It's Boss that collects his check as UOL fight back.
Oh, Unicorns is fighting is such a...
I think in his head he's thinking, they don't have much data on us either. And I don't think Unicorns will have expected this, but neither did Archer as the Shrubbery Santas does indeed get the ambush. And now Reyna, I think he's going to die again here. The bottom lane is starting to fall a little bit apart as UOL going to pick up 2 kills once more.
Oh boy, if the
Orianna to dodge most of the skill shots, but here comes the real problem. It's Boss diving in with the Nautilus.
Yeah, I really think if Galio was actually able to be there, things would have been different, but now he's going to go down.
Waiting arms of Ananastic as Ace is going to get shot to pieces. Make it the second kill there for the Graves as UOL starting to find the tempo they like here, I think. V3 have set a pretty quick game pace, and UOL are happy to play along.
You said their pace was breakneck pace. I think they just broke their own neck on this one, though, because they have been going so fast. Unicorn's thing is that it's going to get to the point where no one on the side of V3 can side lane whatsoever against anyone on Unicorns of Love. They're going to dominate that department, and if V3 is conceding these dragon fights, Unicorns of 3 isn't prepared for this. Unicorns can strike out of nowhere. Now that Camille is here, her flash is up. You saw how quickly she was able to delete Archer. She has to stay next to the set. It's her best chance at surviving.
Comes Sion, but actually Santos goes in, and that's going to be a kill in onto Boogie. Already going to take down the Karthus. Here's the ultimate out of him. Galio with a very nice thought. Going to shut down Boss. Ananasti going to go down as well. And Reyna over the top with a showstopper is going to do just that as Paz and Archer are chasing down the rest. Flash in there for the Caitlyn's going to give that kill over. And now Santa's going to have to run away and hook himself to the wall. No Man's, though, on the back end of the play. He's able to take down Reyna. And who got the Herald? I believe No Man's got it. And he is going to get the eye and try and dip away. He's level 12, but he's getting chased out with a Galio. Nice roof walk, though. Gets him out from under the incoming Justice Punch. But is there any more left here? Ace is wanting to chase down this Kassadin. He's got double buffs as well. He's going to get the Q down, but he needs a little bit of extra help. The taunt not quite there in range. Nomads is going to get knocked up, and the Blast Cone's going to move Ace over as well, and that Justice Punch is going to force the flash, but Ace just follow flashes instead. And now Nomads, he rift walks over. He somehow had a little bit of extra mana left over. And Archer might finally get a kill after all. He's so close to being in range. That Q just barely misses. And now UOL, they're going to try and save the Kassadin. They're going to TP in, and Nomads, he gets the kill. He's got mana back. He's going to go in as well. Archer getting low. He's going to get slain by Boss. Surely there's the double kill for the Kassadin. He had no mana. He had no health. He had no hope. And somehow he's gotten 2 kills and an assist, and he's almost back to half HP.
It was 1. They had 1.
So often in their final.
Oh, my. What can you say? You gave these 2 champions that are so scary so many kills, and now they're killing people in the side lanes again.
And it's just a menace. Level 14, 2 items, almost fully stacked to Rod of Ages. Can't be far away from the transform. I'm sure Boss is diving poor Ace, who's been resourced from all the swapping, and Boss will just clean that one up.
And this is from the side lanes constantly. You see that Camille is not leaving the lane. She's staying here. Same thing with Kassadin, who's already back on the map. And so you have to group up. And if you do, you're now conceding pressure in the sides, which allow the Kassadin to just have free access to. Look at what he does.
Yeah, he just doesn't care. I refuse to believe.
Wait a minute.
Oh, that's actually quite a lot from Archer. Boss also going to get spotted, but Reyna already dead. Gadget going to actually nab the last hit. And No Man's actually going to go back to base. He can just TP in if he needs to. Great shockwave there from Gadget. Looks so good on this Orianna. And now the enemy jungler is going to be forced to flash away. UOL are going to chase in. Ananastic is going to grab that kill. Boss is going to dive into the backline onto Ace. Here comes the Requiem. But I don't think it's enough. No Man's dominating after the TP back in. Takes down Archer. That's another kill dead as Ace falls, and Paz, he's going to be the last one left alive as UOL are going to kill the zombie Sion. and grab themselves the ace.
This is fantastic. 1-3-1, and then have an Orianna into the bottom lane deal with what V3 threw at you, which was just unorthodox from start to finish, and just stay true to their win conditions and executing the team fight is really impressive. I think the UOL hype is definitely living up to it.
Yeah, this is quite the game. Again, we under such like different circumstances, right? Like, not every team's gonna lane swap the game he got to play it because so many other things have happened that we haven't actually had a whole lot of time to talk about his Orianna bit. That Shockwave that managed to snipe the Carthers. That is not a first-time Orianna player Shockwave.
And that's what you want to see, too, from your Orianna bottom. Can you actually do things in a team fight? Because, yeah, we know you can farm, but can you play Orianna like a regular mid?
Oh my goodness.
Can you play League of Legends? Is the question I asked Boogie.
No, you cannot. If you're up against the level 16 Kassadin with 3 items, finish it under 25 minutes with Infernal Soul, no. The answer is no, Crumbs. You don't get to play. Ace, you don't get to play either. Oh my god, goodbye health.
Chase him. He can chase him.
He is. I mean, of course he can. He's just dead. Oh, I wish you refocused the channel was happening. Oh, a Q almost killed him. That was cool.
Mana.
Out of mana. Oh no.
Don't let him auto you.
I think he's gone too far. I think he did. Yeah, he went too far. All right, good work, Archer. Cleaning it up. That's a big bounty. All right, still fighting. Good Shockwave finds 2. UOL still in there as Nomanz has been quite the distraction. Here's a big taunt coming in. Finds 3, I think, on the taunt. But Santa's going to clean it up. And I think UOL just too far ahead, Crumbs. The gold lead is ridiculous. Nomanz is giving away his life, but for a good cause here. As the Nexus is going to be Unicorns of Loves in short order. Adanastic getting low, but not get dead just yet. Carthus says, I don't think so. Ace in the hole as well, just in case. Reyna trying to keep fighting. As Paz also tying up the rest of them left in the base. Gadget is going to get a kill, but there's Boogie with a shutdown onto Gadget. Paz low, but Archer still fighting as Boss wants to get the Caitlyn, but he can't quite find the range. And now Boss is going to get the ace in the hole blocked by Santas, as he's going to look to go back in, but he shuts down Paz instead. Not wanting to get punched anymore by the undead Scion. And that was a completely normal passenger play I just had to play by play.
Archer just used Caitlyn ultimate 3 times in that fight. Only able to find his mark at the right. Another kill. Okay.
Feisty taking down Boogie with the anchor. That was a cinematic moment as Boss is somehow still alive.
All right.
We gotta stop
man. We could have ended this game.
He tried to end this game, Crumbs. He deserves credit.
He does. That was his first death. Still has a 400 gold bounty on top of him if he wasn't fed enough already. Unicorns of Love.
It's happening again. He only got... I thought he was dead, but he's not. The nightmare's not over. Paz is the target. That feels bad. Oh my goodness, Scion, no! I'm so sorry, Nomanz! Don't do it like this. He's going to get taunted 1v4. He said that's enough. Doesn't have to flash. Oh, actually champion right now. And now Gadget's here to shield him off. That's not very fair. He was 1v4ing before. Gadget here going to make it a 2v4 instead. Nomanz is running low on mana, which means that he can't do nearly as much silly stuff as he was doing before, but not going to stop him.
I want to see him put the shield on Kassadin and go for a shockwave like that. That's a really cool combo that only Orianna and Kassadin can ever do, and you rarely see them together.
And I know we haven't been outside of V3's base in a while, but if you're wondering, they have lost all their inhibitors and only have 1 Nexus turret. UOL are trying to put an end to this game, but Nomanz is trying to do it in style. What a shockwave combo as they send in Santas for the absolutely stylish finish that only the Unicorns could find. And that's going to be an ace, a death again for Nomanz, but it is worth the glory as UOL are going to get yet another team wipe, and they'll claim their first Nexus in style as they take down V3.
Unicorns of Love give us some of their old Camille and Kuss.
Offering a more team fight presence for the squad, it is to be expected, but this team from LGD is a very different look for them.
Acer is going to try and get rid of as much of this minion wave as possible. Langxing still tanking up the tower. Peanut goes low. One more shot will be enough. And that's the kill over to Rainbow 7. 1 for 1 in the top lane.
Yeah, the turret damage ramp up definitely punishes Peanut there. Doesn't use his...
Not really on vision here, but I wonder if Jose Diodo is actually going to go for the blue invade. You saw Alone like shadowing up towards that top side. They know the blue's up, and now that they know Peanut's on the bottom side of the map, I'd love to see that invade. You're a level up still. Perhaps you can snowball that advantage.
Yeah, instead it looks like Jose Diodo spawning is going to want to go ahead and take that one. Of course, coming off of this play, if Lee Sin is actually revealed bot side, he gets so much off of it, because then it's 3 camps camps top, and Peanut is coming around with the ulti.
The Destiny coming down. Shie's looking for the fight here. Stun card lands. There's the Dragon's Rage, and there's first blood to LGD.
Yeah, good stuff right there. Kramer a little bit sad. He's like, wait a second.
Fights in the bottom lane. They've got two of them. Shie's going to walk back towards mid. Of course, Destiny was used in the last fight. He's got to teleport about halfway off its cooldown. And the question actually becomes for Rainbow Seven, how much of the advantage on Jose Deodo can you translate into the other lanes? Right now, stun card's going to come out. He flashes. Peanut still on the chase with the Sonic Wave. Doesn't have the ult. There's a Shockwave available here for Alone. Peanut tries to flash over it. Peanut will go down. 1-for-1 trade in the mid lane as Alone now tries to turn it back around on Xie. But here comes Langxing. Flash away. Hexa ultimatum. Diving under the tower. Alone surviving for as long as possible. And Langxing should be able to walk on out.
They're going to make that one work. LGD Tribrush that's not getting canceled out. So Ase should know what's going on, and Jose Deodo is trying to sprint up here to help out.
Let's see actually perhaps if Peanut is, yeah, so this is the flash for flash that you can see.
Oh, but there's actually just about to be a fight on Krug Camp. We lost it on the minimap for a second here because 3 players from R7 are roaming up.
Peanut's gonna get, jumps away. Oh, great safeguard just over the searing charge of the Ornn, and now the chase is on. Command Dissonance used. Ase's gonna flash forward, and Peanut feels the hammer in his back. A kill over to Ase, second of the...
But of course, there's a ward in the Tribrush. He didn't expect, he doesn't have a sweeper to try and block that one out, so Alone and Jose Deodo came up and were able to punish him.
Rift Toad was used in the top lane as well. That's first tower of the game over to Rainbow Seven. Still a 400 gold lead. And to funnel more gold into his Orianna so she can carry, into his Ezreal so he can carry.
Well, they're going to start with this play around Dragon. I think the best news for Rainbow Seven would be if LGD tried to fight them at this spot, because as you can see, Langxing going topside, no TP.
Peanut wants to fight Alone. There's the Destiny coming out as well. Here comes the quickness mark. Flashes in. Destiny Gate used, and Alone almost falls. Doesn't get the shockwave off in time. Jose Deodo falls down towards the bottom side of the fight. Ase's coming in with the call of the Forge Guard. The Ram finds its mark on Xie, who locks in another gold card. Then pops his stopwatch. Mark jumping back forward. Jose Deodo looking at the spears across the wall. Vital, it's only a mountain. Drake's not going to give you too many stats, only really the Ornn benefiting a lot from that extra armor and magic resist. And it's going to be, even if Rainbow Seven are able to kill Xie on this Twisted Fate, they have to deal with a lot of other threats.
Yeah, here we go, fighting the top side.
Hexa ultimatum used on Alone. There's the shockwave. Here comes Jose Deodo. Xie gets the stun card onto Jose Deodo, and now Xie is going to try and trade back onto Alone, but can't quite get the damage down.
Wow.
Xie in the mid lane.
Yeah, that being said, I mean, Langxing has a Trinity Force. Kramer looking strong as well. Peanut's just getting perma-denied. Here we go. Kramer unloads.
Spray and pray coming out. Leth is going to flash away, but Xie is on the chase. Goodbye, man. That's just, you can't do anything against that as an AD carry.
Yeah, but this is the combo I'm talking about, right? You think you're solo in the lane, and then out of stealth comes the Twitch. Now comes the Twisted Fate. You can do
all the spray and pray, but you still got the quickness, and you got that flash on the Rakan as they look to try and get into the river. This dragon might be gone before they can even get there, though. Jose Deodo is going to be able to secure it here for Rainbow Seven. 2 dragons to 1, and Rainbow Seven are trying to keep that clock ticking on the Ocean Soul.
Yeah, the ultimate came back up for Alone, so he was able to zone off right there, and LGD couldn't push past the ramp. The other thing is, LGD...
Shockwave.
The Shockwave.
On Xie. The spear. Oh, it's a cannon minion instead, but the True Shot Barrage comes in, and Xie is just knocked up and taken down. Send him back to the grave, as Xie will fall for the first time this game.
It's good observers, but a good kill there from Alone nonetheless.
Almost looked like the Orianna ball replaced his head at the end as he fell down to his knees.
Kind of dark.
Medically, you wouldn't be able to do it. Hexa ultimatum used in the top lane as the flash comes out from Ase. Langxing now winning out on these trades pretty effectively. The Trinity Force, the flash forward, Precision Protocol. Langxing taking the tower, though. 1-for-1 trade. Langxing invested his flash, invested his ult. He was able to take the kill.
I mean, his true damage Qs do so much damage, but he had auto like 3 times under.
And, LGD, they've done this a couple of times. They kind of give up vision of a section of the river. Langxing is actually down towards
huge team fight,
the bottom of this.
Like, LGD are committing to the 5v5 here. No one is in the side lane. They're looking for this one. Kramer has to unload with a huge spray and pray.
Xie has no flash, and the dragon's actually almost already done. Langxing's going to go in. The Destiny used in the back of the pit, and they're going to Jose Deodo. The shockwave hits onto 2, but the dive is in, and Jose Deodo is Jose Dodo as he goes extinct. As Kramer's opening up with the spray and pray, but Rainbow Seven going to try and turn it around. Shadow flashing away. Laser still alive in the back of it. Peanut goes gold, and now Kramer is the target. It's a 3v2 in favor of Rainbow Seven, and Laser Alone and Ase are popping off. Double kill for the Ezreal. Kramer's going to ambush his way away. Alone is on the chase, but maybe they turn their eyes to Baron.
Rainbow Seven come up clutch in the team fight right there, and they keep their carries alive. Somehow they make it. Do have wards, but will Mark be able to find a flank position on this Rakan? It's going to be hard with a lot of the vision that Rainbow Seven have been able to set up.
It feels it really comes down to the next fight, and I just want to remind you guys, like, LGD, Kramer, Jose Deodo goes in, Kramer's alive! Survives! The Nidalee can't get onto the backline quickly enough. Now the jungler is down. Rainbow Seven saw their chance, saw their opportunity to splat the rat, but the rat fought back as he got the kill. And now Rainbow Seven, they turn their eyes towards the Ocean Drake. No Summoner Spellbook means no smite on Rainbow Seven. Peanuts looking for the flank position. They're going to try and burst it out. An Ocean Soul will be so big for them, but Rainbow Seven, is this perhaps a little bit too greedy as the Call of the Forge God comes down? Kramer has flash. Peanuts in the back of the pit. He dives forward. The shockwave. He gets it! Laser secures the dragon and the Ocean Soul alongside it. Now Mark is dead. And you can see the Hexagon Momentum coming up from Langxing. But Rainbow Seven from the Liga Latinoamerica are turning it around on the LPL's 4th seed. Kramer doing what he can, but Langxing's already fallen. Peanuts down. Xie with the stun card across the wall. Xie just about surviving. Alone going forward. We saw Laser fall as well, only Kramer left alive, but Rainbow Seven, 0-2.
And now we're on the Baron.
Mark has the quickness, he's looking to try and get in. Ase stepping forward, Jose Dioda is going to secure the Baron, and if Rainbow Seven can get out, that's 5 breaths. Just how commanding they have been in some of these fights, their ability to turn fights on their head, their ability, as you said, Ender, to have no fear, to give no damns who they are playing against, and now they are knocking on the door of LGD. First inhibitor's gonna fall, the Baron buff remains for a minute 40 seconds.
There's absolutely nothing LGD can do against the onslaught from
And Mark are on the wrong side of the map. Rainbow Seven looking to break their second tier 2 and maybe even step forward to the inhibitor. They still have a minute left on this Baron. It looks like they will settle for the turret. And with it, they basically even have the best domestic player in the history of the game. Those are names like Oddie, like White Lotus, like Genthix, like Jiro. These are guys that we knew, and now Rainbow Seven, 5 new players.
Look at this pick!
LPL as they look for the pick. Lacer's going to get called out by Mark. Kramer with Blade of the Ruin King. Lacer does have flash, but he's not going to use it. And the GA comes down, Lacer head in his hands as he realizes perhaps he's cost his team the game. He tries to trade back onto ZA, the exhaust is used. They're just delaying and delaying and delaying. They want to make sure
it's so smart.
that the Elder Dragon will spawn while Lacer is dead and Kramer is dominating now.
It's so smart from LGD, leaving him alive, because now his respawn time will be the exact second that Elder drew this Elder Dragon. It's spawning in 5 seconds, and LGD must be able to find their mark. Xie's in top lane, but he has teleport if he wants to come into the pit.
Jose Diodo and Alone looking for that shockwave, looking to try and dive in. Kramer steps forward, opens up spray and pray. Ase jumps on towards the backline, but the shockwave is incredible! And there goes Twitch! And now Lacer can join the fight. Xie is looking to push in the mid lane. The Call of the Forge God coming out, and this should just be the Elder. Rainbow Seven, there was a mistake. There was a momentary lapse from Lacer, but Alone is not willing to give up the game.
Every single fight around this dragon, Alone Shockwave has been immaculate. Multi-man, 3, 4-man, right there. It's only one, but it's the one that matters most. Kramer is deleted with 6 items. And enough, LGD will be unable to contest this Baron. And yesterday, you could have said, it's day 1. PSG looked away.
Put this inhibitor in the mid lane. Of course, they've already taken it down once this game. Mark going for the flank, and there are actually not that many flank wards here for Rainbow Seven. They have to watch their sides, because otherwise an engage from a Rakan could be devastating, but they're just forced back. They're forced away. They're still fighting.
How far do they want to go?
Minute, there's an Elder. All you got to do is catch someone and get them down below 20% HP. Rainbow Seven, you got to make a decision. You can't just stay here for the entirety of it. Either go for a side lane or go for the win.
Mark is on the far right corner of your screen. Kramer on the left. That's the flank with on 5, but Shadowline's the hook.
Mark's being hooked. That's not really the target you want. There was no follow-up damage. Here's the Call of the Forge God as they push for the first Nexus Tower. Kramer locked out. Laser diving forward. Xie has to flash away. And now the second Nexus Tower is the target as Rainbow Seven opening up. Smited by the gods of the Elder Dragon. Peanut goes down. Mark should fall shortly after. It's a double for Laser. He's looking for more. Langxing diving in. The shockwave coming out. Jose Diodo gets one. Laser pops the stopwatch. And this is it. Rainbow Seven take a flipping bow. That was
that Unicorns have drafted.
It's definitely going to be difficult for them. Of course, things like the Morello No Mans as the flash came in from Uniboy. We'll see if Conway decides to come for a repeat gank. And Nanasik is up into the top lane. Boss actually quite low here. He's going to tank up a tower, shot the knocks back with the rampaging charge, and there's first blood.
Wow.
Great dive there from the Unicorns of Love.
Yeah, really well done, but Conway not slowing down just yet. He wants to go bot.
Kaiwing does have the knocker, would have to flash to try and get onto Gadget, and they decide against it.
He did end up committing to mid lane.
Here comes Unicorn as well. We'll see the Unicorns of Love are willing to give it up because maybe it's a bit more of a flip right now. Get the D2s out, get those coins, toss them up, see if it's heads or tails as Boss trades on the top side.
The TP.
The teleport from Gadget from behind the wall, but there's no blast going for him. He's going to work his way down through the bottom side of the fight. D is not really here. The Herald goes across and it's taken by Ananasik. And now the devastating charge is going to come out as Hanabi gets one, but the Shockwave finds 3. Unicorns of Love will get the Herald and they'll get out. Curtain Call coming down as they look for a further trade, but the Unicorns of Love should just be able to walk their way out of this one. Kaiwing going in, flash, jumps, the taunt, the Paolo convergence coming out as well for the damage. And Anasik's going to fall. Next up on the menu is Gadget. He pulls Kaiwing back, and the final auto will be enough, but it's 3 kills to 2 in favor of PSG.
And there it is!
Try and fight over this Scuttle Crab right now. Gadget was on his way up from the bottom lane. D and Kaiwing waiting in the wings, looking to see perhaps if they can catch out Gadget. Here comes Kaiwing. They're going to dive onto Gadget. The root comes out. Kaiwing never moved, flashed away from. He's going to pull back Kaiwing now. As Gadget had to burn his flash. The Scuttler still fought over here on the top side as the base breaker comes in. Showstopper already used. Kongwei's going to get Shockwave.
There's a TP.
His Chrono Break out and just about gets it. And now here comes the TP. Gadget on the backline with the Demonic Ascension. Trying to get that flare off as Hanabi dives towards Santos. Gadget.
Look at the healing.
Curtain Call coming out. Gadget healing up. No Man's almost down. Gadget's going to take a final shot to the back and he will fall. 1 kill to PSG.
PSG, they're fighting the river. They know they have the TP advantage, and Unicorns of Love are not doing their due diligence right there. Hanabi is able to come into the fight. Voss cannot help out whatsoever. Even with the damage Gadget was able to do, the time he was able to buy, PSG are the stronger team.
But
Yes, but he's not in the fights.
he will be next time.
Get him in the fights. He's got to be there to make that work because you're totally right. He does have a large advantage, but now this... We're making it up here to the Herald once again, Medic.
So we just saw Boss has a 2,000 gold lead over Hanabi. Like, if he is involved in this fight, he is going to be a wrecking ball. The question is, can he beat it?
Hello.
Goes in, Uniboy looking for the showstopper. He pulls him back, shut down. Goodbye, No Man's. The Uniboy Kongwei combo works out once again.
That's the setup we wanted to see. Well done from entirely. So Unicorns of Love losing out big time on the back of that play and that singular pick from PSG.
And of course, because turret plates have fallen off, these towers don't get tankier the more you damage them, right?
Yeah.
They're just going to fall really quickly. Vito gets a charge.
Oh, TP behind.
And Kongwei has to flash away, still has the Chrono Bait, can dive backward with the Time Wider. He's going to slow up Boss. The rest of PSG are on the top side of the map. Uniboy takes a little bit of a chunk. Parallel Convergence will get the stun onto Boss. Gadget is rejoining the fight from the bottom side as Ananasik looking for that onslaught of shadows. Kongwei's going to dive across the wall. Gadget chasing forward. Never Move comes down. Kongwei almost dead. Jumps back with the Parallel Convergence, but he is locked down by the Unicorn.
Unicorns commit a lot right there to get the pick onto Kongwei, and a little bit surprising. Now that the walls have actually been raised down and the map has been opened up, all of a sudden it becomes so much easier to just sprint straight at the Unicorns and find them out. They have less tools to try and...
PSG are coming at you. You have great shockwave positions. You've got these chokes that you have to funnel through, and you can see Unicorn start it up. Boss and Ananasik going to start this one as Kongwei comes in from the bottom side of the fight. Kaiwing there as well. D there. Teleport coming in from Uniboy as they look to join this Barney. The Dragon down to 1,000, the knock away. Shockwave comes out, and Ananasik is the one to secure a second spike. He's got this game. Quickness coming out to dive onto the backline. D trying to cleanse away, flashes out, and Gadget almost gets him with the death hand. Hanabi down towards the bottom side of this is going to get taken out by No Man's and Santos. You have to feel. Ananasik will chase him down. The Stormbringer is brought to an early grave. 2 kills and the Dragon to the Unicorn.
Ananasik huge with this fight, huge with this just taunting PSG to come in. Fight us, let's go, let's party.
The curtains are gonna open, the knockup comes down, and Ananasik is almost taken out. Deadly Bowish doesn't go in, and that's 1 kill. Kaiwing falls, the Baron goes down. The Unicorns of Love, they taunted PSG, as you said, Betty. Fedius.
Wow!
A bot tier 2, they're now looking for more as they go into the inhibitor line. Boss and Ananasik are pushing forward. Uniboy's going to use the face breaker. Tier
Not
2.
fight. He is unable to fight until at least he has the cleanse back up, because as we've seen, Ananasik diving into the backline is so hard to deal with. There's no wave clear here either. Like, what can Deer Kongwei hope to do? The answer is nothing. They can't even reach the cannon minion buffed up by the Baron that's constantly laying waste to this turret.
This is the final wave. 30 seconds on the Baron buff. 4.5 grand out of it so far for the Unicorns of Love, and they're looking for more as these double cannons just rain hell upon the inhibitor tower. Hanabi in the mid lane trying to trade. Here comes the showstopper. The Parallel Convergence won't find them. The quickness coming out, and there is the shockwave. No Man's gets out of the back of it, and PSG have been swept. They've been wiped off the map. Kaiwing falls, Uniboy falls, and now the inhibitors will fall shortly after. Onslaught of Shadow still available for Ananasic, and it is just so darn powerful. It is just so darn strong from the Unicorns. They take the first inhibitor, they're looking for the second.
Sometimes all it takes is that one clutch team fight, and that came for the Unicorns around the Dragon, and now they're looking for the end.
Looking to take down the only undefeated team in their group and stake their claim for the top spot, stake their claim for World Group stages. They're not going to be able to do it yet. Overstep just a little bit as PSG fight them back, hold them away from those Nexus towers. Double for Kongwei. Did Gadget really just flash the LGG symbol?
Hanabi killing out Noman's there, takes away a whole lot of their damage, and then also Gadget doesn't want to commit to the fight underneath the tower, which you respect. Unicorns Divers just getting
halfway mark in the mid lane. They're working their way towards bottom, although their tower will just fall. And now they will hold this wave for a moment. You can see them not quite clearing it out, as but Ananasic is looking for that flank position from the side. The minion wave cleared out. And Onslaught of Shadows could do a lot of work here. Kongwei now has to go into the mid lane. Supers double in the bottom lane. They are almost there.
And no one can clear them out quickly. It's not like you can just instantly delete those minions. Uniboy loses the W on that one. The supers are inside of the base. The wave is here for the Unicorns of Love. This is it, Medic.
It's an army of minions. It's like we're watching Despicable Me right now as the minions continue to just do the bidding of the Unicorns. Onto the Nexus towers as the engage happens. Kaiwing tries to get on the backline, but the Shockwave hits two. There's the knockup. There's the follow. Ananasic's going to dive onto the backline as well. The turret goes down. That's the first Nexus tower to fall. Gadget goes on a killing spree. D tries to do what he can as he opens up the curtains, but it's not going to be more than an encore here for PSG. Somehow they hold on to their inhibitor, but there's still 3 members of Unicorns left alive. No man's going to stay around. D trying to clear out the super minions. No Nexus towers, and soon to be no inhibitors left for PSG. Kongwei is going to dive in. Santos is there to protect, but the Deadly Flourish does not quite connect. The world's audience out there watching is looking forward to that possibility. 4,000
Can he find the steal?
This would be a game-defining moment for Kongwei, but already the Shockwave comes out. He has the Chrono Break, he has the Power Low Conversions, here's the TP from PSG. They're looking for this fight. 3 members of the Unicorns on the back of the pit as here comes Gadget with the Demonic Ascension. They're looking for the knock-up on him, and Ananasic is going to be able to get the Baron. And now the fight really begins as Gadget continues to step forward. Kongwei jumping in from the side. Hanabi trying to keep an Ananasic away from the fight.
TP into the base.
No Man's can TP into the base if he wants. Gadget goes down first. Deadly Flourish misses. No Man's back. And he TPs into the fight. He wants more action. And Ananasic is trying to dive forward. But the Unicorns lose one, get the Baron, take a kill.
Yeah, No Man's was just waiting a couple seconds for the teleport to come back, and PSG don't have time to go to Fountain and sustain. They're going to have to turn and fight because the minions are here, and there's no towers on the Nexus.
You just can't do it. There's no way they can defend this. Kongwei dives forward, pops the stopwatch. But the super minion's going to do so much work. The Shockwave finds 2. Hanabi taken low. Ananasic trying to get onto D. The Deadly Flourish connects the shutdown as Boss takes the kill. Now the Nexus has to be the target. It's a double for Boss. He's showing up right at the final moments of this game. And the Nexus will fall, and Unicorns go 2-0 in their group.
Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
My team, nope. You can only come into the Death Realm with me. You're not going to be able to get onto that back line at all. And we'll see if Arome is able to be effective with it throughout the course.
Access to level 6, and Arome doesn't know this is coming.
Cyclone coming down. Arome actually passed down towards Kakao, and that's first blood before Arome can react.
Yeah, and it's going on to Armut. We saw what happened with Shen. Now he's on the Wukong.
Flash. He's going to try and get away, but there's the fear, and there's second kill of the game as Shadow takes down the Azir.
Yeah, really nicely done from both teams. Both junglers saw their Humanoid just starting to take control over this middle lane. Balulu has taken a lot of poke, being forced under the tower continually, and this is allowing Mad Lions to now look for a fight.
Solar Flare coming down. Shadow, of course, doesn't have Flash, doesn't have Ghost, doesn't have his ult, but he can knock some Snow Power back. Dawning Shadow used. Humanoid looking for the Paddle Star. Shadow takes a spear to the back. Here's Armut. Flashes forward and swings down the hammer. Another kill to the Wukong.
Yeah, now Kakao is going to move that straight down into the Infernal Drake on top. So Supermassive, twice in a row now, Kakao has been able to convert a singular kill into a nice objective for the squad. And while the gold remains even, Supermassive are stacking those up.
Humanoid steals away the smite.
Whoa.
Zenith bladed on. Humanoid gets Ignite now as Kakao goes low. Kaiser trying to join, but here's the TP from Balulu. Just needs to shuffle his way in. Humanoid almost takes down Kakao, but Balulu is there. Supermassive, really swinging top lane.
Well,
gonna get 5 as the Rift Herald comes down.
It's going to be a little bit more than that. Really good play coming through from Supermassive. And Arome, as one person, you cannot hope to clear this quickly enough. That is a one-hit kill there.
Denied by Control Ward behind the pit.
All right, feels like we might be looking at a team fight very, very soon. So let's go down into what these teams need to accomplish. Mad Lions need to use Arome's ultimate to remove some of the frontliners. Probably an Armut from the fight, allows Shadow and Kaiser to dive into the backside. They're stuck in the pit. Nope, they're not going to make the call. Arome's going to go back towards topside. But that's the idea. Again, Arome, even, you know, after Armut's gotten a lot of kills, well, remove him from the fights, and it's going to be a lot better. And the hard engage can try to shut down this Nidalee Senna.
Shadow was super low on mana there, which is why I think they decided not to fight it. He probably had enough for an onslaught of Shadows, and that was about it. But here comes the quickness, and Shadow's actually coming back for the fight. They're going to knock Snowflower back. And with no flash, even with the Solar Flare, Dawning Shadow combination, I'm not sure
Look at the healing!
Comes out. Kakao joins the fight. It's a 1-for-1 in the bottom lane. Kakao's not going to land the spear onto Kaiser.
He wants
Grand it. Roaming down. They're like, we're not on the strong side of the map. Don't need to be anywhere near this. We don't know where Arome is. They just back away. They give up the turret. Don't lose any lives for it.
It's solid map play from both teams. Mad Lions did what they needed to get the bot tower, but this Herald, of course, spins things up in mid lane. That should be able to knock down the turret.
Arome's trying to fight against Armut. Does have a level advantage as Armut goes in with a Cyclone. Arome, ooh, well, he's just dead before he can really do too much. Kakao gets the assist on the kill. Humanoid's able to save the town.
Look at this, though. Mad Lions are underneath, and Zeitnot is not here, so they could force on Balulu.
Kazi looking for it. There's the quickness. Balulu flashes away. The Dawning Shadow coming out. He's been put to sleep. Balulu falls, but Shadow's short to follow. You have to feel. Snowflower gets the kill. Supermassive. Time, in fact, it's just come off cooldown. Mad Lions gonna keep this dragon ticking over. Humanoid looking for the sleep, lands it onto Balulu. Snowflower goes forward, but misses.
Look at Armut!
But here is Armut. Cyclone onto the back line, and immediately Kaiser tries to defend Kazi. Armut now stepping forward in the Death Realm. He's trading against Arome. The dragon goes down and is taken by the Mad Lions. Humanoid off towards the top side, getting chased away. Balulu flashes forward, actually just jumps in with the Emperor's Divide, and Supermassive will get a kill for the dragon.
Yeah, that should be the mid tower as well. You can see Supermassive, very clear comms, cautiously playing out that team fight. They don't want to overcommit. They want to make use over their heals, and they say, fine, we'll give you the Drake. We'll take that mid lane tower. A very good look for them.
It really is. Balulu actually, and have to give credit to Supermassive. They've just been playing this one out super patiently. Haven't always been looking for fights, haven't always been looking for kills, but they are 3,000 gold ahead. As Humanoid jumps in, almost kills Zeitnot, but Snowflower's going to chase him. There's the Dawning Shadow. That's exactly what we said. The portal jump can spell your demise as Arome tries to trade it onto Armut. Death Realm is available, but there's the Emperor's Divide, and Kazi is chucked back into the midst of 5 members of Supermassive. He's gone. Arome's next on the menu. Supermassive are just wiping Mad Lions.
Supermassive just destroy them right there. Snowflower
Wait for him to get in this pit. In fact, at the moment, he's got no smite ender. It's still on a cooldown. Supermassive going to get the first ban of the game. 22 minutes in. And we wondered whether the TCL representatives would be able to fight for the top spot in this group with the Emperor's Divide. And now Mad Lions very much rocked back on their haunches.
Oh.
Sleep from Humanoid. Kakao, but like, half the damage you just did has been healed up in a moment. Kazi's going to look for the ambush, but Snowflower is here to protect and delay Mad Lions from finding the engage they're looking for. And now in goes Snowflower, the Solar Flare coming out. There's the Cyclone, the Wombo combo from Supermassive is exactly that. 2 quick kills and a third to follow. Supermassive are showing up.
Armut and Snowflower are nasty, and they do not give up. Balulu knocks down Shadow underneath the tower. This might just break Mad Lions.
I mean, it might just be game. Let's be honest. They haven't got the minion wave. That's the only thing I can see that could delay them, because this inhibitor tower is going to have all those extra resistances. 20 seconds still on Humanoid, 24 on Shadow, 20 on Arome. This is going to at least break the base of the Mad Lions. And Supermassive, well, they're really putting a name for themselves in this group, and you wonder. Next up, we see Team Liquid versus Legacy. Is it going to be Team Liquid versus late in knockouts? And here they are making a name for themselves once again.
I'm not convinced Mad Lions have a good answer into them in this one. Like, the Zoe just is not going to be useful up against Supermassive. It really is just a Twitch show, you would imagine, but even then, the damage he deals is getting matched or beaten by Balulu's Azir on the other side of things, who now has a Zone. It's like you have double Zonias against the die for Mad Lions. It feels bad because Shadow has dived into so many of these fights, but he has not been.
Massive.
It's going down.
It's those sort of cheeky plays that really define games like this, like the wherewithal, the awareness to do that, to make sure the Twitch can't get back, to break the inhibitor tower, and now to look for that inhibitor itself as well. Armored is on the front line. Mad Lions looking for the flank position, looking to see if they can get onto the back line of Supermassive, but right now, Supermassive are just holding them at arm's length and saying, you can punch all you want. You're not finding your mark. You're not finding the connection. Mad Lions find a good sleep there onto Cacao, but the Paddle Star isn't there to follow up. Supermassive has, Snowflower has just used the Zenith Blade and didn't quite connect.
Yeah, and Supermassive, they have this turret to fall back on some Mad Lions. They've forced fights hard, but it will not work if you do it running into the Azir and the powerful backline of Supermassive. This inhibitor already down below 50% HP, and Zaytnet punches it from a mile away.
So easy for the center to step up here. Armored on the front line. Death's Grasp not going to pull him back. That's the clone. Snowflower down to about half HP, but that's 2 inhibitors down. Supermassive going forward with the Curse of Black Mist, and the tier 2 tower is going to fall before I can even finish this sentence, Endo. It's a surprise to say the least. As
look at this minion wave. It's huge. They've stacked this one up beautifully. Carzzy, does he have to use the ult to clear the wave? No, he has his E stacked up, so it will be good. And Kaiser's on the flank. They land the bubble.
Sleep onto Cacao, uses the stopwatch to make sure the Paddle Star can't connect. Snowflower goes forward. Zenith Blade misses. There's the Solar Flare as well, and perhaps it's the chance for Mad Lions. The quickness comes out. Snowflower almost down, but you just don't have the damage. And now, even with the sleep landing onto the Lulu and the devastating charge, so the Shadows goes onto the back line. This is the only opportunity Mad Lions going to have, but you can see they're just getting ripped to shreds. They are being torn apart by Supermassive. Carzzy is next on the menu. Humanoid's already dead. And Supermassive, with 3 players left alive, are TPing into the base. The Death's Grasp is going to stop Armored, but it is little solace for Mad Lions. Supermassive with a commanding performance, with a devastating performance, with a demolition of the Mad Lions.
Yeah, Armu just chasing down Rome for the final icing on the cake here. Supermassive played a great game. Snowflower time and time again finding those engagements and building up a huge lead over the Mad Lions. Supermassive are going to remain undefeated at Worlds.
Expect that to go up into the top lane for Tapoon. He has so many good ults, like Quickness, Enchanted Crystal Arrow. Shockwave is good-ish. Shockwave is available for Jensen.
Exactly. It's the level 6 difference. We saw before the reset, Tally able to play a little bit more aggressively there. Now Bobbip is just around to help push out this wave. Bobbip always going to be on vision too. I mean, right now he's obviously revealing himself, but there's double control wards in this topside jungle, and Jensen might look for the ult.
Stepping forward. I think what he was trying to do, so you can see where the Demacian standard is, right? Just between those 2 minions. Jensen deliberately towards it. Tally gets hit with the shockwave. Broxah trying to trade onto him. Bobbip in the way. Here comes the TP. Jensen flashes away, and now that teleport is going to be burnt for nothing. Tapoon unable to
continuing to farm. Like, obviously you're going to continue to farm, but you do need to transition that advantage somewhere else because Graves, again, is going to be outscaling you. But now, the rest of Team Liquid is on the way to try and stop this from going down, and there's an arrow coming up the river.
Enchanted Crystal Arrow goes wide. Tapoon, but the Shockwave was available for Jensen. Instead, just chucked a little bit of damage down. Rift Herald secured. Tapoon trying to get onto
Impact!
Knock up. Jensen still stepping forward. The saving charge does not connect. Impact still chasing Tapoon down here. Tally's going to try and turn it back around, but Impact's so tanky. Shockwave stolen away by Tapoon. There's the culling onto Jensen. Tapoon goes in. Shockwave hits 2, but it's not enough as Team Liquid to take a kill. And now CoreJJ has the flank position, has the quickness, and he's going
Here it is.
Trying to get onto Babip, now turning his attention to Tally. Can't land it with the grand entrance. Babip forced away, and Tally is all on his lonesome underneath the tower, but there's not a minion wave here yet.
Medic, I think I know how this one ends. Tally's trying to clear away the minions, but there's 4 members of Team Liquid here.
There is the Shockwave, and there goes Tally. 3-0 already for Team Liquid, a 2,000 gold lead. And again, it's not the key focus, but I want to praise Tactical for a second here, because CoreJJ was in top lane. Tactical is here, still on the same amount of CS as his lane opponent in a 2v1, and it's the power not only of Tactical being a very good player, but also the Ashe just gives you that much more safety. You can stand a mile back and chuck out volleys and keep yourself pretty safe. Broxah now looking for a gank in the top lane. Tapoon hasn't really had the impact that Legacy would have wanted him to so far on this Sylas. He jumps onto Broxah, steals away the collateral damage. There's a lot of work, but Tapoon will fall once again as Broxah just needs the final auto attack.
And just quickly trying to reload there. Bobbip in the jungle for Jensen.
Jumps onto Jensen. Jensen doesn't quite have flash back up yet. There's a Cataclysm, and Jensen will go down. First kill of the game to Legacy.
That is a good look, though, for Legacy. And Bobbip, we've been waiting for him to make a play on this.
Manamune stacking up on Tally. Seraph's Embrace complete on Raze. Photo belt on its way for Tapoon, but not quite there yet. Team Liquid at the moment.
Broxah wins these.
Yes, he does. Babbitt's going to face check straight into him and realize he doesn't want a piece of that at all. Tally locked up with the Shockwave. Jensen trying to and put some extra damage down with the command attack. But boom! Collateral damage from across the wall finds his 5th kill of the game.
I mean, Bobbip's right there, but Broxah won't let him save the day. Bobbip now being forced out of his own jungle while Jensen hits the mid lane.
It's just like Hextech Minefield, a couple of bombs, the wave is cleared.
Sure.
So the Rift Herald gives you that opportunity just to take a tower a lot easier.
Yeah, that'll just instantly break the tower.
It's just above half HP.
Boom.
Oh, he said instantly, and
Yeah, it was like
your
instantly give or
calculations
take.
were incorrect. There's
Oh,
the
no.
Shockwave onto Babbit.
Oh, the
Straight
combo!
Into the knock-up. Babbit's calculations on how long he could survive were also incorrect.
It was just the calm before the storm. You know,
Yeah.
they needed the extra one. You with the kill. A lot of thinking for Broxah in this game, I feel like, for the carry.
Oh, CoreJJ and Tactical here looking for a flank position on Tapoon. Jensen's on the chase, 2-level advantage for Jensen. And Tapoon doesn't have a good ultimate to steal out of the ones available to him. An arrow might help, but you can only lock up one of the 3 opponents. The Shockwave misses. Jensen has a little bit of a sad B.
No, that was Tapoon Shockwave. He was using it to clear the wave. He stole it.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. But his Shockwave missed.
Yeah. Here we go. Got another fight in the bot lane.
Deary me, and Tally able to... This is a super high level for a draft.
I mean, it's just a good draft.
It's true. It's true. It's working out well for Team Liquid right now as they continue to control this top side of the jungle. And I think as they are just looking for these towers, trying to chip away as much as they can. CoreJJ may be going for a flank here, but as soon as he's on the control ward, I doubt he'll go for the full ultimate.
There's a fight in the bot lane.
Yeah, Impact's going to kill Tally. That's about it.
That's all you can call.
The Call of the Forge God into the clapback.
I was
combo.
expecting the assassin tank backline mage AD carry. The flowers call. Here we go. Let's see if Bobbip. Every time you step past that first brush, and I'm like, he's gonna die.
The tower's going to go down. CoreJJ does have the quickness here. Tapoon's going to steal it away and charm CoreJJ in their finals. Or in their
CoreJJ.
CoreJJ goes in with the quickness and immediately goes out with the quickness. They're just looking for this tower. You talked about it a little bit, and investing ultimates to make sure you can take the turret. If you get the kill, great, as Jensen populate and hits the guy on either side of his head.
Right.
That would discombobulate you, by the way.
Yeah. Also, the Ornn Orianna Graves combination.
Pretty discombobulating.
Yeah. Is that a word?
Combobulating.
I don't think
it
that's
would be combobulating.
Yeah, pretty sure. Honestly, I think TL could just run it down mid, but they'll play for the Dragon. If I run it down mid, I mean take the free inhibitor, because no one is there to defend it.
It would be pretty easy for them to do.
Oh, look at the flank. Look at CoreJJ. This is going to be brutal.
Quickness is just coming off cooldown. CoreJJ in a great position. Tapoon trying to be there as well. Trying to see if Core's coming in for a flank position, but Tapoon already knocked up, and here comes CoreJJ slowly waiting.
He's waiting. He's patient.
Here he goes. Call of the Forge got used. He jumps onto the backline. Tactical not able to get in range. Broxah's actually chunked out just a little bit. Tally going in with the culling as well. Broxah's low.
Thank you, Mr. Dragon.
At the back of it, Tapoon will be the first to fall as Jensen takes the kill. Tactical steps forward, looking for Raze, looking for Tally. CoreJJ now with the front line for Team Liquid.
Jensen still has ulti.
Enchanted Crystal Arrow goes wide, as you say. Jensen still has the Shockwave. Tactical chunked out. Hextech Minefield, not quite enough. Isle's going to fall to the Hextech wind-up from Jensen. Clockwork wind-up. Actually, Orianna's passive as Babbit jumps back in. Jensen, there's the Shockwave. There's the double. And it took Team Liquid a little while longer than we expected, but they managed to clean up the fight.
Yeah, Ray's trying to teleport out of this one.
They are right now. But this is the Team Liquid way, and I will say this isn't a slow game in any way.
No.
Like, Team Liquid are... Impact's just going to put his body between the turret and the rest of Team Liquid. There goes the first inhibitor. Right, inhibitor tower. The inhibitor is shortly to follow. Call of the Forge God used onto Jensen. He's going to eat the Mega Inferno Bomb, but able to get away. There's the counter Call of the Forge God. Only hits onto Isles. Inhibitor does fall in the top lane, and now the rest of Team Liquid will rotate over, join Jensen, and push in.
Kale's well played by Isles, but not well played enough to stay or to keep this inhibitor alive.
Yeah, I don't think Isles could do anything right now by himself to keep the inhibitor alive.
But it was good Mikhails.
He's a support. He did what he could. Had a good Mikhails. Didn't really have much influence. Down to about half HP right now. Legacy looking for an opportunity to re-engage. The Nexus Tower almost falls. Impact eats all of the damage he can. Takes none in response. Box is now like, hey guys, let's do it tutorial style. I've been watching a lot of Bob Ross. I like to paint by numbers. I want to take this bot lane inhibitor.
But do they even? I think they just want to close out here now, Medic.
They will get the first Nexus Tower. Now they're looking for the second. The arrow goes wide. Just chops off the top of a minion's haircut. And Legacy just continuing to try and defend. Tactical steps forward. It's the Call of the Forge God. The Cataclysm used by Babbit. Tactical's Tally's already down. Jensen gets one, Tapoon's fallen, Babbitt's fallen, there's another, Isles goes down. Tally the next to follow as Impact tries to chase him away. Tally does what he can with the Carlin, gets back onto the fountain and just about survives. But not much can be said for Legacy's base as Tally goes down on the fountain. Only Raze left alive. 0-0-0, and 0 seems to be the chance that Legacy had. Team Liquid